Time for the 5th hour of Fallout 4. We're just outside the Old North Church. We got the quest from Deacon, and we'll be doing more with the railroad later on. Let's head straight out the front here to find this location, the boxing gym. It's unmarked, but inside there are two things of note. It's the largest location of lead in the game, and also a place where there happens to be a ton of buff out, which is a very useful thing for you to use. You can find around 5 of them just scattered around here. So grab all of the buff out and any lead that you may need for your settlement. There's 2. There we go. All the buff out that you could ever need. It is unmarked and most people don't even know it exists. So head just west of the Old North Church and you will find it. Now for all our power armor players, I have something for you as well. Because if you've been following this guide up to the point that we're at, you may need a little bit of repairs to your suit, but not to worry. If we head on over here, there should be a little alleyway. Takes you over to this chem box. I only recently found out about that, so pretty awesome. And then when you head out, you'll find an old military barge. If you ever see a few military vehicles or a crashed vertibird, 99 times out of 100 there is a power armor suit. And in this case, it's a complete suit. Now, depending on the level that you are when you find it, it could be T45, T51, or T60. So unlock the terminal and get yourself into a new suit. Comes with its own fusion core if you've ran out. And not to mention, there's some ammunition and explosives you can find around here. Some wooden crates and stuff. Now, there are raiders nearby, so, you know, be careful. They may start heading over to you. Couple of shots. I'll take care of them. They're coming from the old pizzeria over there. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's open the map and we're going to travel all the way back over to Diamond City. I want to push through Nick Valentine's quest, and that is our main focus of today. Fast travel back to Diamond City Market, and we'll head all the way over to Nick's detective agency. It's a short conversation. Or a long one if you go all the dialogues. I'll show you how to get through it.
Are you here?
Nick?
So there'll be a little dialogue between Nick and Ellie, depending on whether you actually spoke to her before. She may make a comment.
Really you.
Regardless, you still get caps at the end of this.
For anyone else.
You keep laughing at death. Someday, death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends.
This isn't skippable, so you've got to run along here.
Agency and my job. Thank you.
No worries. Just say
Happy to do it.
you were happy to do it.
All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
You get a faded trench coat. You can look like Nick's partner if you want at this point. Some caps. And now we can have a quick conversation. So,
When you're trying
he wants to
find
know
someone who's gone missing.
some details on Vault 111. So, describe the vault.
We were in a vault when it happened.
You were on. What else can you tell me?
And then describe the kidnappers.
There was a man and a woman.
So we're talking a small team.
Right.
And then describe
Looking
your
for my
son.
Good question. That confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping.
So he's wondering who might have took Sean. From these options, you can pick the Gunners, Super Mutants, Raiders. He'll explain that group and maybe why they didn't do it. Take the
So
Institute,
you think
right?
this Institute is responsible.
Well, they're the boogeymen of the heat. Worst of
Skip
all, no
right
one knows.
through it. And just say, yep, continue finding Sean. You don't really want to antagonize Nick. Although it doesn't matter. It really doesn't make a
way.
big difference.
I need to find Sean.
Maybe you're doing a certain run.
Speculation is-
So, out of all these, all you need to select is Bald and Scarred. That will skip everything. Take the other ones if you really want to flesh out the conversation.
One of them came right up to me. Bald head. Scar across his left eye.
Wait.
That'll lead Nick to realizing that it could be someone called Kellogg. Say, I might have heard the name.
Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
They'll start discussing them and
Sean.
say that he's got
It
a
has to be.
town,
Don't jump the gun on me.
a little house in the
Said You
town.
were looking for Look, I always am.
Skipping right through that. You will now have to follow Nick. Let's go. Nick's going to take us up to Kellogg's old home. So you can beat him to it. Just
Didn't
head
want
out here.
Ellie to hear this, but I think you should
See the stop signs, you're on the right
dug
track.
up about Kellogg before his disappearance.
Now, there are several ways that you can deal with this. Number one, you can either have the ability to pick a master lock. Now, that comes from the locksmith here. In fact, I'm not level 18, so I can't even unlock that perk yet. So, minimum level 18 to do master locks. The alternative is you've spoken to Mama Murphy and she's given you one of her visions. That can also open the door. Well, by telling you where the key is, you can't find the key without that. Alternatively, you can use charisma and or bribery on the mayor and his assistant.
Leading a small team to kidnap a...
Hey, Valentine.
Keep an eye out, will you? Let's see if I can get this open. Give me a sec.
He's going to try and open the door. Let him do it. He's not going to be able to.
One heck of a lock. Got something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
Don't think I can pick
Just
this.
walk over, try to do it. Lock's too difficult. No worry.
Nick.
Talk to Nick.
We can't get through that door. No luck? Guess we'll need to find the key.
He's going to say go up to the mayor now.
See that platform in the distance?
Once you hear that,
Entrance?
you're good to go. So jump down, jump across, follow the signage up to the mayor here, and take the elevator upstairs. Depending on whether you have Piper or not, she will be engaged in a conversation with the mayor's secretary. Otherwise, if you've got Piper, I've kind of left her back there. She won't interrupt my dialogue now, so that's no problem whatsoever. Take the long, slow elevator ride up. And we'll have a little chat to Geneva here. Now, honestly, she's the easiest route if you have 250 caps, which you should have by this point, given all the, a lot of the quests reward you with caps. So leave 250 for this.
I need to talk to someone about Kellogg's old house in the...
Mr. Kellogg's resident? If there was...
So you can speak to her or the mayor and use charisma to get the key for free.
Come on. Can't you help me yourself?
And if I could...
The one I tend to go to if I'm not doing a high charisma run, I just bribe. But save the game and try your best here. I'll try.
Please. All I want to do is find my...
Well, you do seem like a sweet guy.
Wow, that actually passed, and I'm not very high charisma.
I'm just going to leave this key on my desk and forget I put it there.
Sure.
Your son's lucky he has a father like you.
No worries. Take the key. And the elevator down. Try not jump. You can take that other elevator, and it'll take you out to the front entrance of Diamond City. But then you'd have to go through another loading screen to get back in, so I wouldn't recommend that route at all. Now, on a head down. Preferably don't do too big a jump and damage yourself needlessly, but hey, we're on a tight schedule, and I want to show you as much as we can in this episode. There is Nick with the key that we have. Head straight on in. Now this bit always stumped a lot of new players, but you just have to find this button here. Press it and open a wee secret door. Now this room has plenty of great items for you. Stim packs. Select the San Francisco Sunlights, and it'll cause this dialogue to occur.
Cigars. San Francisco Sunlights.
Make sure you get all of the ammo. And take everything. If you have the carry weight, take it all. But especially the Nuka Cherries, the ammo, and the Nuka Cola Quantums. Purified water if you're doing a survival run. Why not? And there's some other things lying around. So you can suggest to use Dogmeat. If you haven't met Dogmeat at this point, don't worry, because Dogmeat will be with you regardless. Nick will summon him, and you'll be like, oh, there's a dog.
I wonder if Dogmeat could pick up the scent.
Say, that's not a bad idea.
Sure.
Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff?
Mm-hmm.
Before you head out...
so at this point, you can either take Nick with you, say goodbye to him. You can get him later on. It's totally up to you. You can switch in your companions at any point. Just speak to them and tell them that you want to dismiss them, and you can select what settlement to send them to. If you don't select the settlement, they'll just go and stand wherever you find them. For Piper, it'll be public occurrences or house. For Nick, it'll be his detective agency, but I always send them to the Red Rocket truck stop. Let them gather there.
Goodbye, Nick.
Hopefully not for... Good luck.
Uh-huh.
No problem. Now, at this point, you'll need to show Dogmeat the cigar. But exit the door, and you'll be pleasantly surprised that Dogmeat is already here. You don't need to go find him or anything. Just show him the cigar.
Get the scent, boy.
Take me to Kellogg.
Get Kellogg, boy. Take me to that son of a bitch.
And now this turns into a little case of following Dogmeat. Now, once you show him the cigar, you can skip this entirely and go straight over to here to the fort. Now, again, if you don't have any knowledge on where to go at that point, you might be better just following Dogmeat and getting there. Plus, there's a lot of scripted events that don't happen at any other time during this. I find it enjoyable. Plus, there's a lot of cool things that happen. So, let's follow Dogmeat. Now, the one thing about it is, stay close to him. If you go too far away, he just kind of sits there. So, let's go. Take me to him, boy. He isn't slow. You can sprint and pretty much keep up with him. So, the route is... it's a strange one. But, hey. At this stage, you should have a good bit of ammo, armor. This guide isn't to be followed to the T. It's more to give you a rough layout of how you want to do it. And I'll show you the bit at which you once you show him the cigar, as I said, you can skip this entire sequence. So if you're doing a playthrough again, don't worry, you can head straight to the fort.
Somebody was here.
San Francisco
You think it was
Sunlights.
Kellogg?
Kellogg's preferred brand, all right. What do you think, boy?
Doing
Enough
that
to go
will
on?
trigger Dogmeat to head on to the next bit. Along the train tracks. Once you get to the skeleton of an old Brahmin, you're in for a little bit of a fight with some mole rats. Now, they can be a little high level for someone who's relatively new. There doesn't seem to be very level dependent, so, you know. Some are one hits, but Dogmeat should be able to take out most of them, even if you don't have a companion with you at this point. But having a companion and Dogmeat, it's easy pickings. At this point, Dogmeat will run down the staircase over to the right here. So just follow him along. Yes, good boy. It can glitch out, so save as you go along this route. You find a...
lots of blood here. Dogmeat could track Kellogg if he took a wound
dead
too.
raider.
Torn up by his own turret.
Destroyed turret. And the
Bloody
bloody bandages is what you can
Dogmeat
give
can track
Dogmeat.
this.
Now pick up all the supplies off of the raiders, because it's actually equipping you for
What do you think,
the
boy?
boss battle later on.
Enough to go on?
Sometimes it does the animation, sometimes
Looks
it
like
doesn't.
this one thought he'd get away. No such luck.
Once you get to the top of the stairs, some mongrels will be sitting ready to ambush you. Except in my case, for once, there was no mongrels. That is a little strange. But anyway, we move on. Oh no, there they are. Well, I said there would be mongrels, and apparently, there was. I don't know. They're normally at the top of the stairs. Now this next bit gets a lot of players, and I understand why. It's a Yaogwai, and Dogmeat doesn't avoid him. Dogmeat runs into him. So, in this case, is where a lot of your ammo is going to be spent. Now, the good news is he's a little silly. Use the logs and or that, well, mainly that log over there, to just kite him. Walk around. Don't let him get too close at all. And he may try and jump over the log, so factor that in. Occasionally a random encounter passes by. Sometimes I've been fighting him, and then you end up having to fight, you know, a ton of other enemies. Oh, sting wings. Ow. They normally stay away. I don't know what has attracted them. In fact, if you have attracted them, I recommend bats. Sting wings are notoriously difficult. To get, so even throw a grenade down, and anything to sort of take out one of them. And as you can see, I honestly, this is one of the very first times that I've attracted the attention of those stingwings. They're down at a little beach to the west here. So where we are on the map, Dogmeat basically takes you sort of by Hardware Town and following the railway tracks of the Mass Pike Tunnel. And then we'll be passing Forest Grove Marsh later on. Ness appears to... No. Ness has attacked Dogmeat. Now, Ness is a very difficult to kill enemy, but you did hurt Dogmeat. Therefore, I don't really care. She gives you a little quest for one of the crashed planes. In my case, she's not going to give me the quest because she's going to be dead. But that's what happens when you kill Dogmeat. We'll get her some other time. The cargo key can be picked up from her, so you can go and get the loot anyway from the Skylanes crash. Read the note and proceed with that mission. See, that's a random encounter. That's something I could not ever foresee, and that's a brilliant part about Fallout 4 is you never really know what's going to happen around every corner. Now, Dogmeat's going to take us on around here. Come on, boy. Let's go. We need to search for some more clues. You can find this little decoy.
A decoy, huh? Clever.
Campfire.
Nobody's used this recently.
But more importantly, Gwinnett Stout.
Gwinnett Stout. One of his creature comforts.
Camped here at some point. Take it over, show Dogmeat, see if he can do anything with what we just found there.
What do you think, boy? Enough to go on?
And we push on. This next bit is going to run you into a very large quantity of ghouls. So once again, drop a little quick save or a standard save. Now, most of them are just normal ghouls, but there's a lot of them. Higher levels, they will be higher level ghouls. In my case, that's a legendary stalker. For ghouls, if you can get one of their legs, they end up not being much of a problem. A mighty pipe bolt action pistol. Again, it's a pipe weapon, which is unfortunate, but it does deal 25% more damage. And I do have a lot of 308 ammo. So, you know, take that, and if you modify it a bit, it could be a really good sort of early to mid-game legendary item. If dogs meet... Between you, Dogmeat, and Piper, the ghouls don't stand any chance. And then this is the next scripted scene, which is pretty cool. It's a dead robot trader.
Critical signs.
Not sure who started it, but this trader never stood a chance.
Get everything
this
you
didn't do any
can.
good for them, did it? What have we here?
Error. System corrupt. I can't feel my legs.
So what you want to do is ask where
This
on
had
earth
to be
Kellogg
Kellogg.
is.
Signature confirmed. Assailant Kellogg. Known associates.
We're still on track. Hopefully he's not much further.
After that, Dogmeat will bark and you can keep going. Sometimes you run into like a super mutant patrol here. Again, there is a lot of randomness that occurs.
Tracking known
Lost the scent,
mercenary.
boy?
Exercise extreme caution.
What have we here?
Oh, take
Another one of his stogies.
Take that, give it to Dogmeat. Little stogie. I'm gonna push on. Come on, Dogmeat.
We'll need your nose to track Kellogg, boy.
If you ever get stuck, just speak to him. Resets everything. He'll be pretty happy. To continue. Oh, some dead mongrels. Sector Forsyth here. 6 stim packs, I'll take that every day of the week. This next bit is definitely Worth noting, there is a death claw that you do not have to fight. Some people end up walking into its nest, which is not necessary. Also, while you're doing this, select the quest reunions, and you'll always have a little meter on Dogmeat, and then you can look at the bottom, see where he is. Should have done that a whole lot sooner. That's a little arc jet engine. There's a terminal to the side of it that you can activate, and it will explode in a massive fireball. Which honestly is awesome. The Deathclaw nest is just underneath here. It depends on Dogmeat's pathing. But he's, yeah. See all the blood there? Yeah, he's just high. He's sleeping. We don't need to disturb him. We're going to run on. The next bit is some more bandages. Over by this fence here, obviously he must have been injured by something.
What do you think, boy? Was this our man?
Let the animation play.
Kellogg's still out there. We've got to track him, boy.
Dogmeat will normally pass this little medical clinic. Occasionally the bloatflies will attack him. Although I find, for convenience, it's a bit of a nest of blood bugs and bloatflies, so I kind of just stick to the right of Dogmeat. He doesn't seem to aggro with them that much. Sometimes Piper or your other companion will. Ooh. Hey! I'm walking here. Yeah, let's get rid of that rad stag. Be sure to pick up the meat. 25% extra carry weight is hard to beat. And now you're at the fort.
Is this the place? Is he in here, boy?
This is it, isn't it? Kellogg's here. All right, Blue. It's you and me. I think Dogmeat's earned some time off.
At this point, tell Dogmeat.
Don't worry, Dogmeat. Just
never mind.
Low.
We can get going. Dogmeat should return to the red rocket truck stop for you. Now heading down here is one of the many entrances. Got to get you some nice chems, ammo. You can craft anything. Well, you can't because the turrets up above are actually against you. But you can still sleep in the bed if you're doing a survival, so this will be a really good save point for you before heading into the fort itself. Now, the reason I like to enter via the basement is because this is the door that you need to get into.
Can't open it from this end.
And it gives you access to a little protectron that can help you out. You can also enter from the roof, but I prefer the parking garage.
Hello?
Your stealthy attack was unsuccessful in
Yeah, if you're very sneaky, which I wasn't, you can access this. Meats. Right, so if it's meats, like that, it must be teams. Could also not be teams. At this point, we're going to select a few of the options, see if we can remove them. Maybe get a reset. There's a reset. Brilliant. And a dud removed. Right, so if it's not meats, it could be words.
There we go.
Is words. Alright, activating this Protectron.
Protectron on.
Will give you a pretty tough ally to take down the synths.
I wonder if this is normal for other germs.
Protect and serve.
He is slow though, so he may take a while to even get up to the synths. And when you shoot one of the turrets in the next room... Oh, he has just decided not to attack me. The 10 mil against these synths, it's not the best weapon in the world, but hey.
Here's trouble.
Protect and serve.
Oh.
Ordered your termination.
Okay. I'm overstating how useful the Protectron is. Because with the moment I hit this turret in here, he'll turn... Ooh, there's a mine. Watch out for the mine. Take out this wee turret. And I'm chasing down this synth. Now, in the next room is a synth leader. Take your time, drop saves. Oh, there's the leader. I was saving a grenade for you.
Attack efficiency decreased.
It's now of no use. Boom. Straight to the head. At any point you want to pick up one of their pistols, as long as it's not automatic, because remember, we have put no points into Commando. If you're specializing in automatic weapons, Commando is the perk for you. At this point, we could actually pick up another point into Rifleman. Am I still carrying Righteous Authority? I can. That's a good one to swap over, because ammo is great here. Crouch and take out that little laser turret. And the frag mine that I always forget about. This trunk. Easy weapons. Opening this will be able to loop you around. There is an upstairs as well. So you can go up there and clear the synth side if you want. Not necessary, but you can. It seems the Protectron is now turned on me. And he does pack a bit of a punch. So, you know, normally he dies fighting the synths for me. I make him a police officer. That might aggro him onto the synths immediately. As for this little thing here, if you are able to unlock an advanced lock terminal, you'll get more ammo and medkits. Right, as you can see, there's still the ones upstairs, which, for the sake of XP,
Systems offline.
remember to pick up their weapons, because you can see we actually gain fusion cells by doing that. It's pretty awesome. And there's another wee turret in here. Turrets tend to drop biometric scanners, military grade circuit boards, all of the best of the best. There's some sleeping bags for the survivalists, and then into the kitchen for the guns and bullets. Your ballistic weapons, so like the 10mm will now do 5% extra critical damage, so that was a great find. Let's head out. And to get to the next bit, we'll take a left here. You need to use the elevator that was in that room. Unchained if, for whatever reason... Oh, let's take this dude out. And that turret. Yeah, if for any reason you are, you know, running out of stim packs, running out of ammo, you feel a little overwhelmed, you can exit back into the parking lot via this door. Don't worry, there's no time scale for any quests in Fallout. You really can come back whenever you want. I'm going to push through with it.
I will attacking human.
There's a weapons workbench here if you need to do a bit of tinkering, or with your armor. I'm not one for doing a lot of this on the go. I tend to do it all at Sanctuary. Personal preference. Some people just know what components they need and they pick them up as they go. Watch out for the Tesla beam. Kellogg will give you a short dialogue here where he'll kind of taunt you, call you a frozen TV dinner, into the command center. Military grade circuit board. I always recommend you pick them up. There's 3 items you're looking for. You need a biometric scanner, a military grade circuit board, and a sensor module. Now that last one can be a little more difficult to find, but I'll show you in maybe the 7th, 8th hour where you might need to get one of those.
Figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like jerky.
Don't mind Kellogg.
Is someone present?
Keeping crouched helps with the aim. Not as much spread. Sometimes you even get a wee sneak attack off.
Look, you're pissed off, I get it.
Hit these laser turrets.
But whatever you hope to accomplish in here...
Be careful, if a laser turret gets a full volley on you, not much is saving you. Now you might notice I'm not picking up the weapons. I'm not doing a lot of the things I'm recommending, but that's just because we're on a bit of a time thing, and I am aware that I've got enough ammo to keep going. For all the power armor users, get the fusion core in here. Yep, fireworks just as well. Into the med bay. Now in here you can get some rad away. If you're suffering from any rads, and if you look at the bottom left corner and you see any red in your bar, you can remove it at that point. Take everything that you can. This next bit is a tough battle. You can make it pretty easy. Wee bobblehead. Gives you extra critical damage with energy weapons, and considering I'm running about with this, it makes sense. Oh, by the way, synths will also spawn if you go into this back room because you get some explosives in this box. Guaranteed.
Yes.
Nice.
Combat initiated.
Gone.
They sneak up on you, Piper?
Guess we showed them.
Okay, so that continues on, or that continues the quest. This is just a little bonus. Quantum and the armory password will need that. Although I'm pretty sure... Oh no, I'm not carrying a fat man. So for inventory management's sake, I obviously left it a while ago. So
It's admirable. You are in over your head.
take care. These can be quite high level synths. At least one of them will be very high level. Keep your health. Keep a close eye on it. Drop a save if you think you're getting in trouble. Take him out.
It's not too late. Stop.
Turret here.
Turn around and leave. You have that option. Not a lot of people can say that.
That laser turret. We picked up the password there. I think it's an advanced lock anyway, but hey, even easier now. Security gate is novice.
Sweet.
This place is kitting you out with so much stim packs, ammunition for almost most weapon types, automatic weapons, mini nuke, for us a fat man. Very useful tool that we'll be able to use later on. You can go up to all the turrets and you tend to get some pretty useful stuff. And here you get the final monologue from Kellogg.
Okay.
Where he's like, yeah,
You made it.
let's
I'm
chat.
just up ahead. My synths are standing down. Let's talk.
Now, the conversation with him is quite interesting. However, I'm not going to listen to him because I want to show you so much more. I'm going to pop Psycho, Medics, and buff fight. Is it necessary? Kinda. Drop a save right here if you want to hear different dialogue options. Yeah, but you know what? We can have a quick chat to him.
Most resilient man in the Commonwealth. Funny. I thought I had that honor.
You murdering, kidnapping psychopath.
Right to it.
So
then,
you
huh?
can say, give me Sean.
Tell me where he is.
You can demand where to know where he is. He'll tell you
Institute.
Sean is in the Institute.
You know I am, Kellogg.
Contact detected, but possibly.
Yeah, just stand back. I just walked back. And he did. Swap back over and take out his synths. Take what you can off them and go up to the remains of Kellogg. A fat man shot with 1 level in Demolition Expert and Psycho will kill him every time. More levels in Demolition Expert will ensure that he definitely dies, and if you put stuff into Heavy Gunner, it will also up the damage on your fat man. In fact, let me just check. Oh, yeah. So Fat Man seems to be affected by Heavy Gunner and Explosives, so they both level it up quite a bit. Kellogg's terminal password. Take his brain augmenter. His pistol is pretty good.
We're barely human.
Heck, even his outfit gives you a lot of damage resistance and looks pretty damper. So, very important, go into the terminal, right? View the access logs. This will give you an idea that he was tracking down a renegade for the Institute. Open the security doors. Another med kit. Look around, see what you can find around here. A lot of useful stuff. And all the doors are open. It's the corridor from last time. And we want to take the elevator out of here. For what I will say is probably the best scene in Fallout 4. Cinematically, nothing even comes close to this. maybe Liberty Prime later on. But what do you see? Sometimes this will be at night, sometimes during a rad storm. Regardless, go over to the terminal. Turn the turrets off. You can still kill them, get the XP, but just turn them off. Don't need to worry about them. Now back out and open the door. And behold! Brotherhood of Steel have officially arrived.
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
Amazing. So this is the Brotherhood of Steel. We obviously met Dance at the police station, but they were just a mere, a little scouting party. This is the main faction itself. Now, the Prydwen will slowly pass over the screen, and their final resting, they'll moor just at the Boston airport, which is over here, east of the Old North Church.
I don't believe it.
All your companions will have a unique bit of dialogue when you get to this point. Kill all the turrets and take what you can from them. And what a lot of people do is they just kind of follow the Prydwen. Now, the reason you might want to do this is very simple. Because following them, they will send a vertibird and a little squad to attack the Weston water treatment plant. Now, that's a pretty interesting quest that you can do. And honestly, I always complete it because it gets me two things. One, a lot of XP. Two, a lot of ammo. And, well, technically three, you get a new settlement. So keep going east and you'll see the plant just over the horizon here. There it is. Right. As you approach, the Brotherhood will be engaged in a bit of combat with the super mutants who... there's a numerous... there's a lot of them. Oh, they'll also be fighting gunners. So it's like Brotherhood on gunners on super mutants. Now, the gunners don't like you, and the Brotherhood, well, they're pretty chill. So, take out the gunners. Or the super mutants might do it for you. Oh, Suicider. Ooh. Yeah.
Damn. Lost him.
This one night in Vertibird should be enough to take down everything, but occasionally there's a nasty legendary. In my case, it's a skirmisher. He dropped a plasma-infused pipe revolver pistol. You know what? I have to say, that's not bad. If you can get a plasma-infused 44 Magnum, though, that's probably the best, one of the best weapons you can pick up. Alright, the level we're at, a lot of them are very low, which is good. Good for us. Oh, little mutant hounds charging me here. Take them out. Now, as for the state of quests, reunions will involve you going back to speak to Nick, and that continues the main story. Shadow of Steel is also available, which is where you go over to the Cambridge police station and speak to Dance. So those are all available. I am gonna... Oh. Now, the buff out did give me extra carry weight. At this point, I can... Well, I'm not gonna drop the Fat Man, but I'm going to wait for Piper to get over here.
Over here.
So I can give her some of my items that I'm carrying. She should have enough carry weight to do it. Let's see. Pretty sure she was actually carrying a Fat Man. Nope. She wasn't. It's okay. Now, if your companion ever sees a mini nuke ammo, which is rare anyway, you normally have to kill an enemy. Like, either you have to kill the super mutant suicider before it explodes, or an enemy with a Fat Man. Your companion may walk over and get some ammo off them and use the Fat Man, so be careful. And do not give them Fat Man shells. They will... Or, well, Fat Man shells. Mini nukes, they will use them. Like, if I equip her here with one mini nuke, she is going to use it. In fact, I will equip her so you all get to find out what happens when you give a companion the ability to do that. Though sometimes you may have to tell her to actually equip the fat man. Now, head into the plant. And this next bit is pretty quick. Take the elevator down. Explore all the rooms. There's lots of ammo and meds lying around. I'm actually starting to run out of ammo on this, so I'm going to swap over to Kellogg's pistol to kind of show it out for you. Ooh! Got a bit of turret in here. This is little novice door. Can be bypassed by just walking around the side. Getting lots of ammo. 6 missiles. See, that's why the Scrounger perk is so good. High chances of that happening. Now, this place is flooded and full of Mirelurks. Not to worry. Trip and switch. I'll lower the water. You don't have to do this. This is not necessary. I just always love coming here. It's an easy enough quest to do. Open the door and take out some of the Mirelurks. Make sure to get their face. That's where it really hurts for them. And use your Molotov cocktails. They really don't like these. Oh, and fell into the water. Oops. Oh. Fire bad for them. Heal up. Let's get in through this door here. We 2 turrets in here. Take them out. This door. Flick this switch and run back. There's a turret out there which will start hitting some of the Mirelurks for you. Now, once the Mirelurks are dead, the turrets will start shooting you. So, you know, bear that in mind. Jump across here to the next switch. Flick it. Now, at this point, there is a lot of Mirelurks now kind of showing themselves. Oh, the second level of Demolition Expert now gives us a cool wee arc, so we can see where explosives are actually being thrown to. Oh! And this is why you don't give your companion a mini nuke. Although, I have to say, Piper, that was spectacular, and I thought it was quite funny. Shooting their shell doesn't do all that much. They kind of, yeah. Use your companion as a bit of a target. When all the Mirelurks gather around, throw a little Molotov cocktail. Don't worry, they don't get annoyed at you, and you can't really kill your own companion. No, there's a Mirelurk, not a soft shell one, just a normal one. Another Molotov cocktail. A few more shots to the face. And... oh. Back up, back up. Don't let them get too close to you. Just keep walking back when you're fighting Mirelurks. Find cover that you can climb to get out of the way. Because if they do manage to get their claws at you, they deal a huge amount of damage. So, we killed all the Mirelurks. Pull that. Quest complete. You hear that music? You know you done good. Let's take the elevator out. Alright, Piper just wanted to speak to me there.
Good behavior, aren't you?
Your companions have 3 stages. There's a hidden value called affinity that builds up. Once it gets to 250, they'll have a little conversation with you. And then, well, then it's either 500 or 750. There's normally about 3 stages. As they are with you, they'll tell you a bit more about their background, their struggles. Chat to them. And at the end of it, you will get a unique perk from every single companion, which is pretty awesome. Piper's one, for example, gets you double XP from discovering locations, which is why I always like to max her out first, because there's a lot of locations in the game, and, well, what's not to love about getting extra XP? Now, the location we're going to here, it's just up ahead. Remember that little trailer that we passed? We got some grenades. Yeah, we're going to walk past it. We're going up to a little settlement called Graygarden. Now, it's manned by Mr. Handies and has one quest: to go reactivate the water treatment plant. We just did it with the help of the Brotherhood. So, the settlement will now be ours. Why is Graygarden good? Well, not only does it have a lot of mute fruit, it also has a lot of robots that can be used as provisioners to travel between your settlements. And what do I mean by this? Well, once we get up here and I unlock them, I'll show you exactly what you want to do. Find the white one. Supervisor White.
Welcome to Graygarden, Doc.
Uh-huh.
Alright,
That's pretty
you
ingenious.
can chat to them about how this is a fully automated robot
Obviously,
farm
the man
that
was
is still
brilliant to
growing
come up with
stuff.
Right. Well, it's definitely unique. Sort of hard to...
Go through all the dialogue with her, and she'll eventually ask you, what do you think of the water? Now, the good news is, she doesn't even need to give you the quest.
One other thing. You repaired the old Weston
There we go.
plant, didn't you?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, here. Oh, no.
Now that you've done that, you gain access to the workshop. So, any item you put into the workshop, or not any item, any junk item. So you can see there's, you know, a bar of aluminium or aluminum and other things. I can press Y and I can store all the junk that I've gathered. Now, the thing is, say you've stored a lot of junk in here, but you want to edit a weapon, for example, from Sanctuary. Well, all you need to do is connect the two settlements of Graygarden and Sanctuary, which now is very easy. Except one little thing. And that thing... Oh, if it'll let me open my perk chart, is I actually don't have enough points for local leader. That was a little bit of an oversight. So you will want to, when you have a chance, spend a point into charisma and then 1 point into local leader. That'll allow you to use these Mr. Handies as provisioners to establish a supply line between, say, Sanctuary and Graygarden, which means all the junk in both workshops will be connected. So as you explore the Commonwealth and you know, get more settlements connected to the network, I would actually show you the network here, but it's it has like a big line between, say, Sanctuary and Graygarden. There's a really nice way that you can do it to connect all your settlements. It means instead of fast traveling, you can, you know, walk over to one of the settlements, dump all your junk, and know that you can edit your weapons, armor, and everything at Sanctuary. Just as an idea. Now, we'll talk more about that when we actually get enough XP to unlock that. I thought I already had it. That was a slight oversight, but that's no problem whatsoever. You have a settlement with a lot of really good... I mean, I say really good. Do you know what mute fruit is good for? Because they have an excess. The excess amount of mute fruit will actually be put into the workshop under the 8 items. There you go, 8 of them. Now, take those and take all the potatoes and the purified water. And I'm going to show you one of the best things you can do in the game. Now, the only thing is this place doesn't have any cooking stations by the looks of it. I actually thought there was a cooking station here. But using mute fruit, whatever way you want to pronounce it, potatoes and purified water, you can make vegetable starch. Vegetable starch is adhesive. Adhesive is used in basically every weapons mod that you can think of. It's an amazingly rare thing. Wonder glue is one of the only ways that you can get it. And crashes are something that also can occur. So I try to mitigate it with 2 mods. The Boston FPS fix and the unofficial patch, which on the PC you can get via the mods section. You just go in and type unofficial patch and the Boston FPS fix. The 2 of them tend to do very, very well, but with the anniversary edition that's coming out soon, it'll be interesting to see if they fix some of the performance and crash issues that we can run into. Now, this next bit involves you going back to the police station, in which you can speak to Paladin Dance. That will take us up to the Brotherhood's Prydwen airship, which is one of the few ways that you can get up to it. So let's head on in. I must stress...
Behavior, aren't you?
I'll chat in a minute. That your companion will continue to try and talk to you when the affinity's high.
Cavalry's arrived, and it looks like they sent in the big gun.
That ship. I've never seen anything like
So he'll tell you all about the
Gonna be a
Prydwen,
quick war with that
and
thing on
that Elder Maxon is now here.
Proven anything. It's that
So while they talk a
Follow me
bit,
up to the roof of the
he will
police
say that he has to report to it, and he wants to bring you with him. Oh. Piper keeps getting the cold shoulder from me, but if you want to talk to her, it's a good bit of background to her. Now, up to the roof. On the roof, we'll be able to board the vertibird. Be sure to grab the mini nook. And we'll hop on.
Up?
Try not to shoot any of these. If there's a nearby Brotherhood that dies, everyone will be hostile to you.
Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals.
In terms of this ride, there's not all that much to do. Not much to even fire at. Occasionally, you get the odd explosive barrel.
Looks different from here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me.
It's enjoyable.
How drastically your perception of
So,
the battlefield changes from the air.
what I will say is save. This crashes frequently, at least once. Dance will give you a background on why they're here, what they're doing, and honestly, I'm going to do something that I don't normally do in this series. I'm going to skip this bit until you get to the airship itself. Don't have to shoot, you're not in danger, just listen to Dance and enjoy the scenery either from this view or like this. So, I'll see you on board the Prydwen. I've arrived on board where you'll meet Captain Kells. He's not the leader of the Brotherhood, he's just the captain of the ship.
And welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I field promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Captain.
So, you're the one Paladin Dance.
So, he will kind of mock you, be like, you weren't what I was expecting.
Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I personally insist on scrutinizing every recruit who boards this vessel. I've read Paladin Dance's report.
So, let him chat on. He tells you that the Brotherhood are here for, obviously, a goal. He's the captain, and you're just to say to him, yeah,
that's all.
I'm happy enough being here, and I'm not going to cause problems. You can ask him about Elder Maxon, power armor, orders, or anything else. Just say no questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Now, this next bit will be a speech by the Elder to the remaining parts of the crew. Now, I'm going to not do that bit on this episode because it kind of continues into a quest line for the Brotherhood. Instead, you have now the option to fast travel to and from the Prydwen and the Boston airport. Now, if you fast travel to the Prydwen, this is exactly where you'll be put. Well, you can go inside and explore everything, but we'll be looking at that later on. Instead, I'm going to jump over to Diamond City Market again to meet up with Nick. Main reason for that is because I want to progress the storyline to a certain point. I want to keep it going. Let's have a chat.
Nick.
Where's your son? What happened?
So, fill him in with everything that happened here.
Sorry,
and since you've Piper, she will also be, giving her input. If you don't have Piper as a companion with you, she'll be here during this scene.
I've been investigating.
They'll talk about the Institute and how to get into it. Now, the thing is, the Brotherhood, the Railroad, everyone needs and wants this information, but this is the only way you'll be able to get it, is by progressing this quest line.
Man like that would have had access.
Yeah.
Right. He's dead, Nick.
And since he's dead, obviously we need to figure out what Kellogg knew. But he's dead.
Look,
but remember we picked up a bit of his brain? Now,
Actually,
they have an idea to use it.
I'll head there on my own.
All right. See it? Don't worry.
Well, you two are out. I'm gonna do some more research.
So at this point, you can pick up either of them as a companion.
Hey, Piper.
You know, the Institute.
I should get going.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Heading my way?
Yep, let's
Sure,
go.
let's go.
Will do.
So you can keep Piper. I'm pretty sure there might have been a dialogue option to actually keep her. But either way, we've got her. Now, dangerous mines will take you over to Good Neighbor. Now, it makes sense why I picked that location out to be discovered a long time ago. And we're going to do just that. Let's go. Now that we're a Good Neighbor, we're actually not going to continue the quest with Dr. Amari just yet. Instead, I'm going to head north here. And we're going to go to the other major settlement that hasn't featured as of yet in this little run. So take a left. You go to the right there, you run into a horde of enemies. A lot of the times I like to discover locations that are going to be useful to me later on, and I can just fast travel immediately to them. One such building is this right here. Cabot House. It'll be clear what we do with that later on. It's also got a sentry bot and a Mr. Handy that respawn and protect the area. Don't worry, they're not hostile to you. Don't fire at them. They'll take out any nasties along the way. And you can see sometimes there's a little random encounter of a Brotherhood patrol. Again, if you're being chased by any enemies, the Brotherhood here will take care of them. They're friendly towards you, and they're a great thing to see if you're, you know, ever in any spot of bother. They'll come straight to help. Now, Bunker Hill's very hard to miss. Big obelisk in the middle here. Kessler will have a question for you.
Caravan or raider?
Now, she asked if you're a caravan or raider, but it really doesn't matter. Just say just me. And just tell them, come on in. Now that you're here,
Haven't seen you before.
Kay is the local doctor, and the place does have a workshop, but there's only one way to unlock that, and I'll mention that later on when we get to it.
I'm half tempted to join the railroad.
If you are doing survival and you need a bed, you speak to Tony after the dialogue option with his dad, and you'll be getting a mattress upstairs. But you just want to speak to Joe right now.
Hey, you. Talk some.
It's always good to help people.
I have no problem.
Alright, when you skip through this...
Got every liquor from the Commonwealth here.
Well, hey, Savoldi.
You have any work?
Ask for a job.
Dad. Hey.
Joe.
I'll find your grandpa.
I'm not going to show you how to do this quest. But the main reason that I'm doing this is when you're in anywhere,
We need to have a
you want to pick up all the quests that you can. So talk to Edward here.
from what I hear.
You may find him in Good Neighbor in the Third Rail Bar. You might find him in the Dugout Inn in Diamond City, or you might find him here in Bunker Hill. Either or, he's going to offer you a job. Just say, yeah, sign me up.
Come down.
And he'll tell you to go to Cabot House, which we discovered earlier. So if you want to know where Cabot House is, it's right there, south of Bunker Hill.
Hey,
And then
no
the
offense.
other job that I need
You ain't caravan
is Deb.
Load a little heavy there? I'll buy anything.
As for a
You have
job,
any paying work?
Yeah,
Right.
caravan. Apparently. And that
I'll take care of your feral problem.
great.
she wants you to go kill a load of ferals. So now you've got special delivery. We've also got the miscellaneous clear the training yard and find any trace of Brent Savoldi. Looking at the map, you'll be sent north to find Savoldi himself and the training yard up to the northeast. Now, these are more dangerous portions of the map. I don't actually recommend you do them right now, but they're an option. If you feel that you're strong enough at this point, why not? The other reason we're in Bunker Hill is I want to show you a little unmarked location that I frequently farm. And if it's unmarked, I happen to have an uncanny ability to tell you where it is.
Blue, we're not alone here.
Kill the attack dog.
Aw, man, come back. I was having fun.
Get some chems here. And this raider. It's a raider scaver, so slightly higher level than what we were used to. Head into the drug den. Drop a save. And get a weapon for some close quarter combat. In my case... Oh, not Silent Night. In my case, I'm actually going to try hit this little plasma infused pistol.
Hey!
And if anything, we can pop some Cycle, get some extra damage.
Guess this is it for you.
I don't use VATs. You'll probably notice that. I never use VATs. If you've got the AP points, use them. Oh, he got a few more hits off than I would have liked.
Just getting warmed up over here.
Wish it hadn't come to that.
Dead. He had a sniper rifle on him. You can see all the lovely supplies that you can get here. A little bed for the survivalists. There's another enemy out here. Nope. Usually they're sleeping, but I guess... Oh, no. This one dropped down.
Come on. I have to do this again.
And you can see the robots up at the USS Constitution are helping you out. They're great. I love those robots.
Better than expected.
Okay, now I'm going to walk back in and back up to that bit. Okay, so we're back on the roof. You want to do a little run and jump over here, and then go up to the top and jump again. Use jet if it makes it easier. This will give you access to a novice lock door.
Got it.
With a nice steamer trunk full of goodies, and since you've scavenger, you get so much more. Pick up the weapons, sell them over at Bunker Hill to devs if you want, if you need to free up the inventory space. Right, so the USS Constitution is also nearby, which is another brilliant quest that we can pick up. Let's look at our status. So, at this point, you have several options. You can either go to the Prydwen, listen to Elder Maxon's address, and we'll follow through with the Brotherhood. We'll be doing that in the next episode. There's also Dr. Amari pushing that quest line, and then the other one is Deacon. You can do any of these at any point. Really, the option's completely up to you. In the next episode, I'll be doing all three. We'll be pushing through two of the major factions alongside the main storyline that'll eventually unlock the next major faction. And with all that going on, hang you, and I'll see you all in the next one.